Ready and Hana do sit. Konnichiwa. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jomel Socorro.
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. Welcome to episode 80. And yes, that's correct. I triple checked it right before we recorded, so that I could have some sort of accurate opening plug there for a second.
But now we're officially grandmas, in episode-wise.
Grandmas, G-MILFs, anything you want. Obasans, Obachans.
Oh yeah.
Ugly bastards.
I don't know. You can. I'd prefer to be a grandma over an ugly bastard.
True. This is true. Well, I mean, how you been, Jarron? How's your week? How was your Isn't this was your first week of school of classes, isn't it? This past week? No, not yet.
No. Actually, I think.
Is it the coming week when this
So
episode comes out?
I'm trying to register for. I've been trying to register for class.
Okay.
I had some holds on my account. One's a residential thing which we already deal with, and one was a application fee which was supposed to be added to my tuition. All that got settled, but there's also this medical thing. Hold where I have to.
Updated medical records or something?
Yeah, essentially that. I've been trying so basically I just have to send in my medical records and shit, and la-di-da, it should be simple, except I'm pretty fucking sure I already did that.
Yeah, since you've been there for about a year now, no?
Right, exactly. Like, it wouldn't make sense that I attended before and didn't have the fucking medical records.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I guess I have to maybe they have to update every year. I don't fucking know. But
I mean, update is one thing, but I don't. They would still have your previous records. Be like, hey, we have your old stuff. Do you have anything new? If not, they can just use the current stuff that they do have. No.
Right. It's not like, all of a sudden, oh man, this guy.
Did you die?
We don't have
this past year. Like,
exactly.
do we have to update your death certificate or something?
Right. Fucking, I'm just a fucking corpse. But so that's holding me back. I'm actually pretty sure. First classes start tomorrow, but I probably won't be starting this week, unfortunately. Luckily, most things go, first week's basically syllabus week.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that I'm starting late.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's gonna be a week late from what it sounds like, or is it gonna be later?
It's gonna be a week late, but granted, transfer people typically come in after a week.
Yeah, that's true, and I don't think it'll be too hard to like catch up in that syllabus week.
Nah, definitely not.
No, of course not.
But other than that, fighting with these fucking holes on my account, and trying to figure out what my schedule's gonna be so I can actually fucking get some work hours in.
Nice.
Because it's goddamn everywhere. I also have to. In the past week, I've had fucking I've closed for the last like 5 days straight at like 10 o'clock.
Oh shit.
Staples isn't like, we're back to school and this is the peak week, so instead of just opening an hour earlier, which I don't know. They close an hour later.
Personally, I would rather do a later shit because I am not a morning person at all. This is me, though.
I agree with you, but here's the thing, Jomel.
Right.
It's really hard to do anything at 10 o'clock with anybody.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's like most functioning people go to sleep at about 12, so you'd only be able to do something for 2 hours. Granted, I didn't work until like maybe 5 p.m. the next day, so I was fine, but like it's hard to schedule to do anything.
I talking about a social life? Or just in general, anything?
Social life, kind of. I mean, granted, I was able to hang out with my coworkers a few times.
Brave you to assume that I myself would opt in for a social life, Jarron.
Right. Trying to fucking make the most of this Alabama time.
Yeah, that's true. Just a lot of time in it. for Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be a while.
Well, that sounds good. It is the back to school season, so I mean it's not really relevant for me since I don't go to school anymore. Thank
Uh,
God. It's been like what year is it? 2019, 17, 18. Yeah, it's been 3 years since I graduated, so feels fucking phenomenal. 'Cause I was never an academia kind of individual, I guess. I still graduated though, so it's still good. I guess that's still an accomplishment that I have strived for ever since I found out I had to do 4 more years after high school.
yeah.
So that sounds good. Your week sounds yeah. Your week sounded like it was pretty entertaining or interesting.
It's all right. It ain't neither here nor there. You know that good normie shit. I did watch
Yeah,
a lot of anime though, and play a lot of video games, so that's good.
that's good.
Started playing some fucking No Man's Sky. It is a better game now for anyone that's been on the fence about it.
Is it? I had to go back to it then. It's been a while since I popped a disc in for that game. Isn't there
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a new update coming soon? Like another new big update for that game? Or is there already out?
Yes, there's one where you get to milk the aliens.
That was uncomfortably close, Jarron.
Yeah, boy, you get to fucking grab some alien teats.
Get that blue milk that Anakin be drinking.
Damn right, boys. But yeah, basically they're adding the ability to make a proper farm on a
Mm,
planet and a few other things that I don't know because again I just started playing, so I don't have all the deets.
mm, fascinating. All right, well that sounds
But
interesting.
it's a lot of fucking fun. You know, once I've lowered the fucking resolution to all hell and I can actually
Mm,
fucking move around.
yeah, right. Exactly.
How about you, Jamal? What'd you do?
Well, it's been a quite eventful week. Actually, has it? No, it was a slow week at work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, generally it was a generally slow week at work.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the range, the shooting range, this past
Whoa.
weekend.
Whoa,
So
look at Jomel. Yeehaw.
yeah,
Maybe you should be down here in Alabama.
I know, right? I'd be one. I'd hang out with them gun loving totes. So there, I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
yeehaw, let's wrangle us some cattle. You know, I do have a
Yeah.
nice little lever action rifle, so it's got the little cowboy going on there, so I could just blend right in. Talk about the
Right.
yeehaws and the corn stalking and shit like that. Shove corn up each other's asses.
Yeah. Cornholing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, turns out I am a bad shot now. I have not. It's been like maybe a year, I think, since the last time I went to the range,
Mm-hmm.
and my first couple of shots were terrible. I did not. I missed my mark. My trigger discipline is terrible now. But I was able to pick it right up back up. But it turns out I do need to start practicing again. Otherwise, my aim is going to be off. I did take out my new gun out on the range.
Mm-hmm.
One that I bought a year ago, but I haven't actually shot it since I bought it until this
Is it the
past
gun from
weekend.
Alpharetta?
No, that is not. Those are revolvers, actually. To be, if I want to be a gun otaku enthusiast here. No, those are
Mm-hmm.
two revolvers. No, I actually. Have you? Oh wait, John, have you seen Fate Zero?
I've seen like up to episode 13, I think.
Okay. Well, are you familiar with the gun that our main protagonist carries? Like the one shot, like mage killer
Oh
gun.
yeah. He shoots the magic bullets, I think.
Yeah,
Right, doesn't he? Yeah.
that's actually
What's his
that.
name?
Kuritsugu.
Kuri-
Kuritsugu.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So I actually own that same model of gun,
Oh
as a
shit.
real firearm. So, and the only reason why I bought it was because of fucking Fate
Because
Zero.
you're a fucking weep, right?
Yes, of course. That's the only reason why I fucking got it. That's like the only reason why I would get was it a Red 9 pistol is because it was based off of the model that Han Solo carried around in Star Wars. So I'm
What's
still
the
looking.
word for Star Wars fans?
Isn't it just Star Wars fans?
No, there's got to be something derogatory. There's something derogatory for everything.
Like Trekkies for Star Treks?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really
There's
true.
got to
That's not
be.
really. It's not really derogative though. I thought Trekkies are
Yeah.
more so. I thought they coined the word themselves.
Oh, look at all bitch ass Trekkies. Does it sound
What, derogatory?
yeah, now?
Not really. I feel like
Yes it is.
I feel like if you do anything in some sort of hyped up, insulting manner, I feel like you would insult anybody in that way.
Exactly.
But I don't think
Exactly.
there's a word for Star Wars fans.
There has to
Um,
be. I'm looking it up. There has to be.
you're looking it up.
Derogatory
Well, as I was saying,
name for.
I took that gun out for the range, and I bought that gun like last year, and Jesus Christ, I did not expect it to flash on me like that when I won the raid. Like when I first pulled the trigger on it, I saw fire come out of the fucking barrel, and I
Ooh.
was like, God damn.
Did you get a boner? Did you pop a little your peep a little pop?
You know, it got to the point where I almost peed a little bit. It was like not from fear, but from excitement, and I was probably seeing like pee actually.
Yeah, you just fucking just do pants at the shooting range. You
Exactly.
just you just I just imagine like bam, yes, bam as you're fucking you just turn around, you're just fucking rock solid. Everybody else at the range is like, dude, calm down. Ugh.
I am the anime, you know that shit.
I
And funny enough, actually, the way and how the way it's designed, that gun itself, it's like the size of like a, I guess, a big revolver, but that
mm-hmm.
thing was like the loudest fucking gun in the whole range. Like I wasn't
It,
expecting it to be that loud either. It wasn't like a bang. It was more like a boom. Like it was an actual.
mm-hmm.
It sounded like a literal hand cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, that's basically what a revolver is,
well, the thing is,
isn't it?
it wasn't. Oh yeah, some revolvers are kind of nicknamed as that. But I
Uh-huh.
mean, the gun I was shooting, by the way, for those of you asking, and for those of you weebs out there that want to know what kind of gun Kuritsuko was shooting, it is a Thompson Center Contender, single action. It's a single shot pistol. Technically, it's a pistol, single shot
Mm-hmm.
pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I specifically had it in a 223 Remington configuration, while the one configuration that Kuritsuko had was a 4570 governor or government, no, so 4570 bullet configuration,
Mm-hmm.
which, if for those of you who are not gun savvy, essentially the kind of bullet
It
that
shoot it
Kuritsuko,
shoot it shoot bullet.
not just any kind of bullet, Jarron. It shoots magic bullets. You gotta put in the magic shit. But in the real sense, the kind of bullet that Kuritsuko was shooting out of it is essentially like a rifle round that you would shoot deer with, and then some, but in a handgun, in a pistol like configuration.
Right.
So
But if you want to go even further, the reason why it's magic is because it's filled with wizard semen.
actually, it's ribs technically.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
bullets were made from, I think, two of his ribs. Like they
You can
were
just
ground.
jerk off into a bullet casing. I
Um,
thought that was the best way to extract magic or something because
that's a
fate's stupid.
that's the best way to extract magic, because semen is the most. What is it? Semen is the purest form of mana essence from a
And why
mage.
the fuck would you use your ribs? It's so inefficient. You literally you're like, oh, I'm down, I'm out of bullets, but I have regular bullets. Let me just
Jizz
skeet
and
onto
and
just
then dip.
into the barrel.
I was thinking more like just dip your bullets in the semen, like how you dip
Yeah, there you
bullets
go.
in
Just
holy
roll
water.
it around. Just get it nice and matted in.
No. You gotta be like how our homeboy is from our frat. You know how he has little bullet casings full of the magic for the healing water. Just fill
Oh
those
boy,
bullet casings with semen. Just drink that
you
shit.
you fucking right. You just uh, fucking killed me. What is this? A fucking one of those hentai where they fucking jizz in fucking pitchers and just like drink it. You know,
I mean,
typically fat bastard stuff.
yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. Or if you're into like one of those like swallow tags, or what is it,
Yeah,
Nakadashi? That's what it is. That's the one. Was it Nakadashi? Is a specific tag. It's
I
okay.
think so.
Let me just say one thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether it's hentai culture or porn culture or just Japan, but they have
Yeah.
some specific ass tags for a lot of specific ass things. Like,
Yeah.
you're familiar with nakadashi, right? Or at least the definition
Uh,
of the tag itself.
no, I actually don't know
Okay,
what
so
Nakadashi means.
okay, hold on. Let me pull up a specific definition. I know what it is, but I don't want to butcher it because I want you to like uh take all this
That
in.
is very specific.
Yeah. Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah, it's essentially.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Wait,
go ahead then. You
hold
go ahead.
on. Wait
Go
a
ahead.
second. All right, hold on. There's several definitions.
Are there? I mean,
So
they're all should be
on
relatively
the
the same.
porn side of it,
Mm-hmm.
this is something if considering how Japanese is written, I guess I don't know if it means it can be read either way. You know, I don't know. I might be a weeb, but I don't know shit.
Right.
So nakadashi essentially means to cream pie someone in American terms.
Right. In a simplified way of, I guess, talking about it.
Right. Now, it also means a breakfast slash brunch snack comprising of a bowl of fruit and fiber cereal and banana slices with a pot of yogurt. Pour it over the top.
Okay. That was not what I was
So
expecting.
this the sample sentence they gave is, "I love a bit of nakadashi in the morning." I love a big old nakadashi in the morning.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second here. Wait,
You gotta be careful.
Is that all it says for the porn side of it?
I went to Urban Dictionary.
Oh, holy, that's why.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second. Because what is it? Puritan has has a definition of it as well, or I guess any other hentai site as well also has it. Because it's not. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty much just cream pieing somebody. But hold on, I need to find something here that just says that has the fucking nakadashi tag.
What, the tag?
Yeah, the actual tag. Like, it's oddly specific in terms of like the way things are cream pied, I guess.
I mean, how specific can you be?
I will actually let you know right now. Let's see. Wait. Wait. Oh, here we go. Nakadashi. So yeah, coming inside and an extremely visible pool of cum can accompany this. So it's how
just jizzing a lot.
Yeah, like how hentai kind of exaggerates how much an individual can cream inside somebody, and to the point where it's like overflowing, and like you can see a visible pool of it coming out. Yeah. So that specific thing, and that also like goes hand in hand with that. Was it that 3D? No, the X-ray. It goes hand in hand with like those X-ray tag.
Yeah, the X-ray stuff. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, it's fascinating. This is not a hentai pod episode for this week, by the way. We're just kind of like pulling shit out of our ass at this point.
Well, I mean, it might be. We don't necessarily have a topic.
No, exactly. You're right. Technically, we're still talking about my week, and we're talking about porn now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, it definitely goes.
Whoa. So I forgot that Putin has pop-ups.
Oh.
And I just heard like, welcome to the VR sex game. Like, whoa. Whoa, no mas.
Nope. Actually, what does N hentai actually define it as?
I don't know if they have a definition thing.
I mean, let's see. I'll fucking nakadashi.
I actually can't fucking find it. Hold on.
We should start using that. We should start using that word, Jarron, for our breakfast meals. I love a good bowl of nakadashi.
Right.
Start using that in your fucking in your vocabulary, and let's see if it picks up in Alabama. Howdy, Jarron. You want a big bowl of nakadashi?
You want some? No.
You like jazz?
You like jizz?
You like Yeah. It doesn't have Yeah,
Yep.
and hentai doesn't have a definition portion of their shit, but it's just a lot of cum,
That's
a lot of semen. That's just
yeah.
that seems to be the trend from everything that I've read that's had the oh my god, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
That's
What
had
are
a
you looking
tag.
at?
I'm just looking at a fucking hentai doujinshi of a big burly bearded police officer on a bike.
Okay.
Oh, it's a yaoi. Okay. Let's
Mm.
let's go away here for
Tasty.
yeah. What's the actual? Oh yeah, he's a very muscular. It's all man. It's all colored too. You know it's you know the fucking artist works hard when they color all their fucking pages.
Yeah, that's true. That means either they got a shit ton of budget or
They're just
they
really popular.
revisited it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, a lot of semen. Um, but
Good.
if you do want to see these men online, talking about us, that was a bad transition.
Yes, it was.
Where can they talk dirty to us, Duran, and or possibly
uh,
look into other dirty things that we do?
you can whisper those sweet nothings to us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search WANNABEABOO. You can also find us on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, Google. Did I already say Google Play?
I don't think so.
No, Google Play, the Stitcher app, and any other place that's picked up our RSS feed.
Yes. Oh, and also follow us on
Oh,
Patreon. What is it? I feel like
yeah,
you.
follow us on
Like,
Patreon.
okay.
I literally just saw something. I remember. There is a
Oh,
little bit of news. Actually,
really?
there's a couple bits of news, but they're a little old. A little bit.
Well, we can
Uh,
let's talk about it.
I mean, it's nothing that anyone in the gaming community is not
Like not aware
unfamiliar
of.
with,
Okay.
not aware of the whole thing where video games cause violence, shit.
Oh,
Apparently, apparently Walmart is now taking down all displays of violent video games.
okay. I'm not trying to get into the political sphere of things, nor am I trying to like get
Mm,
into the stupidity of how humanity has become. Is that real?
uh-huh.
I honestly don't think it's real.
That's pretty real.
Is it?
I
Cause
saw it, and I saw it. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
cause I don't want it to be real. Cause I don't want to really just look down at our species any more than I have to.
Right. No,
You know.
I certainly understand, but here's how I see it.
Uh huh.
Take it. You can take what I said with a grain of salt, by all means.
Right.
Because I didn't look into the article. I just know that I saw different places with that same headline that were official. Kotaku, um, Games Radar, IGN, other places like that. I didn't read the articles because I'm just like fucking stupid people being stupid, and I didn't really
Right.
care. But you can take it with a grain of salt if you would like, because you always should. I should say.
Yeah, especially in today's internet culture and whatnot.
Yeah.
But man, I just can't. I don't have enough brain cells to like really delve into that kind of shit.
Most of us know the answer. It's just people that just don't get it, and it's
Yeah.
like it's
I mean,
hard to want to continue to explain it.
this is like its third rendition or fourth rendition of this argument, isn't it? It's been like it's
Hmm.
been a back and forth thing for years since what the 80s, or it's just like or the 70s. I can't remember.
Essentially, since more aggressive video games started coming out.
So what Doom when it was in its pixel glory days?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, especially Doom. Doom was controversial as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I remember
That
I
and
remember those.
Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, Wolfenstein did come out around the same time as Doom, didn't it?
Hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't. One was inspired by the other. I don't remember which way it went. I think Wolfenstein came out first because I remember that one looking really really shitty,
Mm-hmm.
and then Doom was a little less shitty.
Well,
The whole thing with Mecha Hitler. Yeah. Wolfenstein
Mecha Hitler.
made that
Yeah.
style first, and then I think Doom
Doom kind
copied
of,
it.
but then they made their own thing, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Actually,
What's the other bit of news you had?
Well, no, it's not a copy. They're the same people.
Are they?
Yeah, Bethesda. Yeah, whoever made Doom also made Wolfenstein. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. Hopefully, someone can correct us that's listening to us.
Google's listening.
Oh yeah, Big Brother's always listening. Isn't it right? What's the other bit of news you had?
Uh and ESPN
What?
blames
What?
violence on video games.
What?
Yep.
What network? What network is this again?
ESPN.
NESPN. You know, I think it's time for us to start over. I don't know. Ultron was right. I'll just say that much. Ultron was right, and I think it's time for us to start over. I guess.
Thanos, we need you.
2 snaps, please, Thanos. We need to cut the entire universe in half, and then cut that half in half as well. So, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Is that the only bit of news you had left, or I feel like you had more?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I just went to YouTube and I just kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's true. Well, to bring light into this grieving conversation we just had, we do have a new subscriber on our on the podcasting YouTube page,
Ooh.
and
I'm about to go fucking nuke their account right now.
Luis Murillo, and he actually commented apparently. He said that you guys really need to check out the current dubs on Toonami. And this was a comment he commented on our is anime mainstream episode.
Wait, what the fuck? Did I get logged? I got logged out of the fucking YouTube channel.
Oh,
God fucking damn it.
But yeah,
I'll figure that out later.
And this was 2 days ago. This was 2 days ago as of this recording, so this is
Okay.
relatively recent. And I guess
All right.
yeah, he commented on the episode where it was an anime mainstream debate.
Mhm.
I don't remember a lot from that. I think all I remember was like
I remember me bitching about Kim Kardashian. I think that was that same episode.
No, we had a separate episode for Kim Kardashian. That was
it?
We had one specifically says Kim Kardashian is a weeb. Though I think we did expand on that though more on that episode on the episode where.
Okay, so it was the preceding thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a one where like becoming more exposure, and having it becoming more popular. I guess you'd say like celebrities and such, other celebrities, not just Kim Kardashian, but expanding on the fact that other celebrities are also kind of open to the idea or open to saying that they like anime and all that shit, and actually kind of what is it? Having like an open dialogue about it, I guess.
Right.
So, I mean, what do you think? The dubs into. I mean, okay, I'll admit it. It's like anyone else. A lot of us started. If it wasn't the DVDs or anything that was physical media that got us into anime, it was definitely Toonami out here, especially out here in the West.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely. Toonami is like the fucking saving grace of like my childhood. Like, oh my god. Like, I mean, granted, as we talked about with Brian beforehand a couple episodes ago, I fucking loved American cartoons. Absolutely adore them. But like obviously anime has a very special place in my heart because I'm still watching it over, American cartoons.
Right.
Where am I going with this? But yeah, Toonami was there when we pretty much had no one, because that's how I was first introduced to anime. Because I remember early days I was watching Sailor Moon, Inuyasha.
Actually, not just
Naruto.
Toonami. It wasn't just Toonami. It wasn't also Adult Swim, because Toonami didn't run all the way through it. And
right, it was right after Toonami, Adult Swim kicked on with Inuyasha.
Yeah,
and I just fucking watched the shit out of that.
I remember because it would go on to like 4 or 5 a.m. They just play anime for like the rest of that late morning, which was awesome.
Oh, actually, funny story about Toonami and Adult Swim back then. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it showed up on Adult Swim, but there was this older anime called Tenchi Muyo. You remember that, Jomel?
Hold on. I remember that the name sounds familiar. Let me just look it up.
It was
Ten.
one of the first few popularized harem anime.
Was that your first horror man? Tenchi
Yeah, that was
Muyo.
my first harem anime.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember ever watching it, but I do recognize the characters.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to love watching that show, even though I didn't understand a lick of it. Like, if you ask me right now what the plot was, I could. I remember details. Like, I remember there's Tenchi. He's like the son of some age, whatever. He's Asian. He does Asian things. Um,
All right.
there's the purple-haired girl who was a princess of somewhere. There was I remember Ryoko because she was my second favorite character. No, she was my favorite character hands down. She was like a space pirate and she was like mean and shit.
Yeah.
There
I mean,
was this red-haired girl. What?
I've got the synopsis right here if you want me to read it off.
No, fuck you.
Trying to go off of your memory.
Yeah, I'm going off of memory.
All right.
There's a redhead girl named Sashimi or something like that. Salami. I don't know. She was like super smart. She could like turn from like a lolly form to like an adult form.
Mm.
Uh there were two police officers. One was brown, one was not. There was a little girl that had a rabbit that turned into a mech. I think that's the main cast. Unless I'm missing somebody. I don't remember. But anyway, I remember the basic plot was just them living with him for some reason. I mean, as you know, harems go.
Right.
It's just they were with him.
Especially for one from 1995. That was the entire
Yeah.
airing. Well, it's live debut in April through September of 1995. It was 26 episodes, so
Right.
one of them two core series.
But the main reason why I brought it up is because I had my first waifu from Tenchi Muyo.
Oh
I specifically
yeah.
remember I had a very active imagination when I was younger, and I
Which
guess I kind of
character?
do now. It was Sashimi Salami,
Sashimi
whatever the fuck her
Salami.
name was.
I think it's Sasami Jurai
Eh,
Masaki.
Eric Sasami, yeah,
Sasami Jurai.
yeah,
Oh, the
the red hair
one with
one.
no. Well, I'm getting a blue-haired, twin-tailed girl here.
Wait, what? No, hold on. Who the
Sasami?
fuck are you talking about?
Is it
No,
Are you sure? Cause let's see. That's
no,
Sasami
no, no. It's a
Jurai.
red hair. It's a red haired smart one.
Is it the red hair? Does she have spiky hair?
Yes, red spiky hair.
Um, it's Hakubi. Washu.
What the? Did I?
Washu Waku
What,
Hakubi.
did I
Hakubi.
just
Yeah.
get her name completely wrong?
I guess. I mean, there is a Sasami, but Sasami's the blue-haired twin-tail girl.
It's blue hair. Then I don't. I guess I just got the names wrong. But
Yeah, it's
uh,
Washu or Hakubi. Washu Hakubi.
right.
The one with the
Washu was the one that I
self-proclaimed
guess I'm
genius scientist in the universe.
yeah.
That's what her fucking mal list or mal description is.
Yeah. Yeah, that she was my first waifu. Even though I never got her name right. It was I either accidentally called her Sashimi, Salami, whatever, or Ryoko, which is the fucking blue-haired one.
Yeah, Ryoko Hakubi. Damn, that's a
Wait,
lot of.
Hakubi, are they related?
I guess. Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, who?
Wait, no. She is.
I remember the princess and the little girl were related. They were sisters,
Well, hold on.
I think.
Oh, so she was created by Washu
Oh,
by using one of her
right, I
egg cells as
forgot
a
about
base. So she's indirectly
Yeah.
her daughter, I guess, from what it seems like. By DNA, they're like that. They're Ryoko is the daughter of Washu, from what it's reading.
Oh, right. I remember that now. Huh. Also, watch. So, here's the other funny thing. I guess you can call me a hypocrite because, again, Washu has her adult form and her lolly form, though she was in her lolly form most time. She's
Yeah.
20,000 years old.
She's what Jarron would call perfectly seasoned.
But hey, she has an adult form, so it's okay.
perfectly seasoned, Jarron. Isn't that right?
Perfectly. I hate it. I hate that. I hate that so much.
You're the one that came up with that, which is
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's a
The
spur
way
of
it
the moment. I don't know
spur.
what I'm gonna say at any point in time.
I mean, that's basically the best way to like. If you ever hear someone talk about in those combination of words, like technically she's this some number of years old, just pop it and say she's perfectly seasoned, guys. Let's be clear here, and then walk away.
Right.
And her nickname was Little Washu. That's what her. I guess that's why her nickname is
Yeah.
that.
Little Washa.
So, and now I'm guessing this one came out on Toonami. Oh no, not Toonami. The Adult Swim part of the anime night.
Uh.
Because I remember Toonami was like the most of the Toonami had was a lot of the mainstream stuff like DBZ or even Naruto. I remember the first episode of Naruto, of the Naruto dub coming out here on Toonami. It was fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. And then what else did Toonami have? I feel like it had something. Oh, Big O. Did it have a big? Did it have Big O?
Yeah, it had. I don't. I feel like that was also. I think so. Toonami, from what if I recall correctly, Toonami had One Piece, Naruto,
DBZ.
DBZ.
Ooh.
It had
What else
did it ever have Cowboy Bebop, or was that only Adult Swim?
I feel like that's
Yeah,
an
no, that
Adult
was
Swim. Yeah, I think that's an Adult Swim anime. Or
Yeah,
Adult
this is
Swim.
why. This is why I now remember why it was Adult Swim, because anytime that because Cowboy Bebop has beautiful ambient music,
Right.
like those really slow, quote unquote, quiet moments when the music's just playing and the scene's going out.
Yeah. Or like jazz.
I specifically remember like hearing that, starting to fall asleep, and then it would cut to commercial. But you know how Adult Swim does that thing where it starts playing jazzy music while saying some bullshit?
Oh yeah.
And I remember just falling asleep to that.
Yeah.
Good memories. Oh man, fuck.
Definitely.
See.
And then you have the fucking Yasha like ending, kind of like pop out of nowhere when you woke up in early ass in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I can't play it. I can't play it on my computer because I'm recording on my computer right now. And if I play on my computer, actually, it'll be caught on the fucking recording. But that fucking ending was a banger. We'll get
copy striked.
Yes, exactly. Because that fucking ending was a banger. At least the first ending, if I remember correctly.
I don't fucking remember.
4 fucking endings, I think.
Oh, it had more than 4. It had to have more than 4. Fucking Inuyasha's like, isn't that one of the? It had to be like. Yeah, it was 167 episodes. Yeah, no, it had definitely had more than 4 endings.
167 episodes. So if we were to divide it up, well, let's see. I mean, oh wait, yeah, it had 6. It had 6 opening themes and 8 ending themes. From what it says out here on Mel.
That's interesting.
Damn, that's a lot.
Why the fuck does it have more than? I guess there's.
What?
Why does it have more ending themes and opening themes? What the fuck?
Maybe it's for a transitional thing. Like, I know certain you know how like some endings kind of correlate with like the current arc. So it's probably maybe that's why. I guess.
Oh, Jomel.
What?
You see what they did there? So if you look at the ending thing, so before we continue, I'm sorry about this episode. This is just going to be us rambling about a bunch of random bullshit.
Yeah, we haven't had it in a while, so why not? Can I just like have it for this week?
Right. So on the first ending thing was played from episode 1 to 20. Right. It also is played on the last 2 episodes of Inuyasha.
Wait, what? Hold on.
That's fucking cool.
Wait, hold on. I'm not following exactly.
So the first ending theme for when the anime came out.
Right, My Will by Dream.
Right. They played it from episode 1 to 20.
Right.
And then it changed over to whatever else.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And then for the last 2 episodes, it was played.
Oh.
That's some good shit right there.
I gotta listen to that again. I can't fucking listen to it right now because I'm recording.
Yeah.
But I feel like I think that's the one that like everyone like goes into nostalgia mode whenever they fucking hear it. I mean,
No, honestly, the opening of Cowboy Bebop sends me to my nostalgia mode because that's just 100% banger. Like, oh my god.
and
Dun, dun, dun.
are we gonna get copy strike for singing it?
So some places get a little butthurt about singing it. Actually, I
Yeah,
don't
right.
singing
Well,
it badly. I don't think you can get copy strike.
the entirety of that opening is instrumental. I mean, no.
Well, not all of it. There's still some.
I mean, there's none of it. Not a lot of it is like what is it? Lyric, like melodically lyrical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not lyrical at all. It's just there's lyrics.
Yeah. But going back to Inuyasha a little bit, I'll admit one thing. Whenever I did like catch it on Adult Swim late at night, sometimes I didn't give two shits about the fucking shards and all that shit. All I cared about was Kagome and Inuyasha getting together. This is probably my first, like, Inuyasha was probably like one of my first romances back in the day where I cared about the romantic development of the two characters. I didn't give a shit about the fucking shards and the magical pearl, all that shit. Was it a pearl or was it a I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. There was the shards of the pearl, and once you put them all together, you became super powerful demon magic, blah, whatever.
Yeah, the sacred jewel. That was cool. I didn't care about that fucking bean at all. All I cared about was Inuyasha and Kagome to get together. And then whenever what's her fucking name? When Kikyo came out of nowhere, I'm like, this bitch. Come on, you're dead.
Hey, fuck you. No, fuck you. I loved Kikyo.
Hey, she had her time. Her time passed.
She had her time. She was fucking killed by Naraku.
Exactly.
Disguised as Inuyasha. She's tragic.
She had her time. Kagome was essentially her reincarnation.
Kagome was a bitch. I fucking hated Kagome.
She was a bitch, yes, because she'd never said she was the she wasn't a tsundere, but she just didn't.
She was a tsundere.
Was she a tsundere? I thought she would just
yeah, she was like fucking. I remember her always being angry at him.
That's not tsundere though. That's just angry.
It though?
Maybe just Sunsun, if anything. There was not a lot of dairy in her character. All I know is that Inuyasha was pulling his fucking weight, and Kagome was like, no, and I'm like, why? Like, what? 10-year-old me was like, come on, get this romantic development going. I need some resolve in my life. Me being 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gave two shits about the fucking sacred jewel. Whenever that shit came up and serious demon shit coming around, I'm like, okay, I guess we gotta be serious for once. And
we gotta pull out our Bankai.
I guess we have to save the world and actually do shit instead of trying to see if we can get these two together and shit. And all right, fine, we'll be serious for like one episode, but I better see some fucking development next episode.
I like how anytime Inuyasha turned human, like Kagome was like all over his dick.
Yeah, well, that was
remember it was like
was that him in black hair? Is that what it was?
Yeah. So I think what was it? It was anytime he's exposed to the full moon, he goes mostly demon. Mm-hmm. Anytime there's a new moon, he turns into a human. No, that's too often. I think it was every eclipse. No? What was it?
Hold on. I'm reading his bio here. Seeing no, you're right. On the night of a new moon each month, Inuyasha will change into a normal human with black hair, brown eyes, and loses his yokai power during this time. So yeah, it's every new moon.
Right, because he's half demon, half human.
Yeah, he's a hybrid of a yokai dog and a human. Half demon, Hanyo in Japanese, and human. He wields the Tetsaiga? Tetsaiga. The sword.
Yeah, Tetsaiga.
Yeah.
Roar. Wait, no, I don't know. I don't remember what he said.
Point is, I never really got my romantic closure from this fucking series.
Well, they got together.
No, they got together, obviously, but I never, I never really watch it week to week because I couldn't really catch it every 3 a.m. in the morning as a 12-year-old. you know.
Uh,
So that was the only time I could catch it, and if I didn't catch that, I'd catch Eureka 7, which is a good fucking show. A little too serious for me back when I was a kid, but I was fascinated by it because like, oh man, why are these people dying and why do they have blood and shit? I thought there was mad. No, this is like that was like my first kind of like I guess gritty form of like of a series other than like it wasn't as fun I guess like how Cowboy Bebop was, but it had
yeah.
more of a serious undertone. That involved a lot of like what is it? Picking apart the morale of human beings and shit. And I was like, what, maybe 13 at the time. I'm like, man, this is some deep stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started getting to my edge, introducing myself into the edge world.
Yes, my edge. Also, guess what, Jomel?
What?
Guess who kissed Inuyasha first before?
Yes, it's Kikyo.
Yeah, bitch.
That doesn't
And
matter.
after she came back, she had a second one when she fucking died.
She should have died the first time and stayed dead.
You
I'm
should
just
fucking suck my dick.
As much as I like
fucking-
Kikyo as a supporting character officially, she had her time. She lost it, came back, but
Still better than Kagome. Kagome just was not. She's just
I mean I can agree with you on that at least.
piece of shit.
I just want more. I just wanted more progression from those two than anything else at this point. At that point, my bad.
Oh no, never mind, Joma. You're right. This is pretty fucking nostalgic.
What is? Oh, are you listening? Are you listening to the ending?
No, I'm not listening to the ending. I'm just listening. I'm watching the trailer.
Oh, okay.
And it's got that battle music. The da 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 da. Like, oh man.
I don't think your rendition of it is enough for me to actually feel the
Yeah,
nostalgia.
it's definitely not. But I feel it. I
bet. Oh man.
Tetsuga.
But
So all right, so
going back to that comment that we derived.
Yeah, I was
from.
actually just about to do that.
Like, what is it, Lewis? You guys should really check out the current dubs on Toonami. I mean, the current dubs are the dubs that we have now, and like what the other ones are, what these studios are providing now, like what Funimation and Crunchyroll and all that stuff. Because what's on Toonami nowadays? Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I just went there. Oh
SAO.
my God, what the fuck? What the Toonami? Chill the fuck out. Hold on. Whoa. All right. I don't go to the Toonami website.
Am I gonna get bombarded by sounds? Because I'm recording. I'm recording right now on this end.
You no, because I have my headphones and nothing's playing automatically. But like, this is a website. Like,
oh damn. Okay.
There's a lot going on here.
Okay, so in terms of anime wise, Attack on Titan,
Right.
Black Clover. Oh, I didn't know they did Black Clover.
Yeah, of course they do Black Clover because it's one of the new bigs because it's bad.
Boruto.
They're doing Fire Force?
What? Cowboy Bebop, of course. All of DBZ, Fire Force. Damn. Food Wars? Oh yeah, they did do Food Wars. I remember that. Food Wars, Fooly Cooly, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, Fooly Cooly. They are. It's on there. JoJo's, of course. Lupin the Third.
Yeah, makes sense.
Lupin the Third. What? They're doing Gundam, both or IBO and Mobile Suit Gundam Origin. The Origin. What? Fuck. My Hero, Naruto Shippuden, One Punch Man. Bless you.
Thank you. Ooh, excuse me.
Outlaw Star. I've never heard of that actually. Wait, they're doing Pop Team Epic?
What?
Where
are you seeing this? Where are you seeing this?
I'm here on AdultSwim.com/videos. Oh no, this is Adult Swim now.
Yeah, what?
Adult Swim is doing Pop Team is doing Pop Team Epic, and they're doing Promised Neverland. What the fuck?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Wow.
All right, so Toonami's pretty lit. It's pretty lit.
Oh, SAO, Space Dandy. They're still Space Dandies. They're still doing that. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean, Space Dandy's good.
And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing in terms of the shows. So it's SAO, Space Dandy, Pop Team Epic, Promise Neverland, One Punch Man, Outlaw Stars, Naruto Shippuden, My Hero Academy, Gundam Origin, Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, Lupin the Third, JoJo's, and that's part 4 on Diamonds Unbreakable, Hunter x Hunter. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Come up, forgot about that.
All right, Ghost. They're still doing Ghost in the Shell, but
I guess so, yeah. Ghost in the Shell, Food Wars, Fully Cooley, Fire Force, surprisingly, DBZ,
right.
DBZ Kai,
Super.
DBZ Super, yeah, Super, Boruto, Black Clover, The Boondocks, Attack on Titan,
All right, the
and
Boondocks.
you know the only thing they're missing here?
What?
Since they have Cowboy Bebop on here, they should still have Afro Samurai on here.
Yeah, but it's.
If you're saying it's old,
guess.
if you're saying it's old, then so is Cowboy Bebop, but that's still on here on the list of
Yeah,
shows.
but I mean, while don't get me wrong, I do like Afro Samurai. I would argue it's not as critically acclaimed as Cowboy Bebop.
Really? Well, actually, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
objectively speaking, yeah, that's true. In terms of nostalgia factor, it's definitely on my list just because
right.
other than Cowboy Bebop and like Big O and all that, Afro Samurai was one of the other shows that fucking I caught during my late night expeditions.
But also, here's the thing, though. Like, fucking, shit, I'm losing my mind.
It's okay.
What were we saying?
Toonami, Adult Swim, Afro Samurai.
Oh yeah, so here's the thing. If I remember correctly, Afro Samurai was like 8 episodes.
Was it? I felt so long.
I
so
feel
much
like it
longer
was
than that.
short.
Oh, is it on Mal? I feel like it's on Mal.
Yeah, it's on Mal. I'm checking that out now. Maybe yeah, it was 5 episodes.
Really? What?
Yes. It was 5 episodes, and there was also a movie which I think was just all 5 episodes.
Resurrection.
It's Afro Samurai movie. I guess yeah. There's Resurrection.
Well, is that the one you're talking about? Because there's the one called Resurrection. That's a movie.
Right. There's the movie that's a Resurrection, but then there's
But there's 2 movies.
the TV version, which was 5 episodes.
Yeah, because there's the Afro Samurai movie, which is the movie adaptation of the TV series. Resurrection is another movie, I think, from what it seems like.
Right.
And then there's the pilot, which is like, damn, that was 2003. It looked really so fucking good back into even.
Oh yeah, it
early
looked
2000s.
great. But see, here's the thing. Going back to your comment, Lewis, if you're listening. I'm not denying that some of the dubs are probably pretty good. Or I mean, I can't even really say pretty good when I'm comparing them to the old ones. But like again, comparing them to the old ones, like they were fucking good. Like you had what the hell's his name? The guy that voices Tom, voices Spike from fucking.
From Cowboy Bebop.
What the hell is his name?
I mean, I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah.
The English one, right?
Yeah.
He's
super famous. He's like fucking
Stephen Blum.
Yeah, Stephen Blum. He is wait.
Yeah, he did Spike.
Stephen Blum. This man right here. I don't know why his fucking voice is so goddamn buttery beautiful. But like he's a fucking legend. Cause like I said, he voices Tom the robot from Toonami. Mm-hmm. Every that's just all him. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
Some of these credits don't make sense to me though.
This is just interesting.
What?
He voiced Char Aznable from Mobile Suit Gundam. The English rendition of it.
No one cares, Jomel.
You know what, Jarron? There are Gundam fans out there.
It's not. There's only you.
Fine, how about this? If it makes you feel better, he voiced Zabuza from Naruto.
There you go.
And Orochimaru.
What?
Yes.
Orochimaru?
Yes.
I'm the Snake Man. Like, fucking what?
How do you go from Zabuza to, like, Orochimaru?
Yeah, how do you go from Zabuza? See, talent. See, that's what we're missing, though. That's what we're missing.
Talent? Is that what it is? We're missing fucking...
That man has talent. if you can go from Spike Spiegel to Zabuza to fucking Snake Man McGee, Snake Man Woman McGee, come on
Mm-hmm.
now. Like, like the voice actors that they're using today can barely like hold a candle. Like the guy for All Might's really good.
Yeah. Who's that one guy that does? Who's the one dude? Fuck. He was recent. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Go on. I'll remember him.
But it just doesn't have the. You know what? You know what? This is why. This is why. So
We're about
this
to
is
have
what we
a
were
voice act.
dealing with.
We're about to have a VA discussion
Yeah.
here.
So here's the problem. Here's the problem. So if you look, for example, if you look at an anime like Sailor Moon back in the day, voice acting was not. If I remember correctly, wasn't the greatest. Now, actually no, because now I'm gonna go back and compare it to fucking Fulikuli, which was all when I watched only in English, and that was fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Vocal range and everything.
He did the one.
It's like
This dude would. This dude did the one guy from Code Geass.
which one? Lush?
No, Toto of Miracles. Toto.
Who the fuck?
Toto. He was.
Odo.
He was one of the Chinese people. Oh no, not Chinese. He was one of the head one of the head of the Black Knights. Here, I'll link it to you. Pretty much, he's. All I'm saying is that he was part of that fucking golden age of like voice acting when like when Code Geass was still around, and shit.
Right. Well, that's just the thing.
This dude.
Like they
Can't remember
just
him.
I don't remember him at all.
Oh shit. Oh, never mind.
What?
Keep going. I thought my recording stopped. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck.
Nah. You're saying though?
Here's just the thing. So like, if we look at like things like My Hero Academia,
Mm-hmm.
Food Wars. Fuck was else on there? Toonami. I don't even know how you saw the list of shows. Like I can't find.
Really? Hold on. Let me
I
send you the
got
link right
latest.
now.
I got schedule. I got
Do you not have shows?
gallery and downloads.
They should just be shows.
I mean, I see shows, but I don't know how to find just the anime ones.
Here, I'll link it to you right now. Okay, this is the one. This
The
is the
Eric
one.
Andre shows on Adult Swim. What the fuck?
Yeah, it originated on Adult Swim.
Really?
Yeah, it was an Adult Swim
Yeah.
show.
I didn't know that.
I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw it mostly on Adult Swim. That was like, and you know how Adult Swim has those weird ass shows. That definitely was an Adult Swim show.
Oh, you just went through the whole list and just
Yeah.
picked out the anime ones. Fair enough. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
thought there was like an actual list of them.
No.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's the biased bullshit that I'm about to spew on you. So be ready for it to like you're a hypocrite. Blah, blah, that's
I
fine.
mean, some weeb shit. The weeb.
Some weeb
bias.
shit. So you know how you ever talk to a Japanese person or just hear Japanese people talk normally? They don't sound anything like they do in anime, obviously.
Right. They're always very
Right.
formal and shit.
Very formal or whatever, not fucking
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. Obviously, a voice actor is acting. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of like the bubbly characters or the younger characters, obviously the voice actors are going to overact it to make it sound a certain way. But to our untrained ears, because it's Japanese, it just sounds natural to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we hear it in English, it's like, yikes, that's fucking cringy.
Especially when they
You
try
know
to
what I mean?
overcompensate certain characters, like moe characters.
Right. They do it too hard, and it just comes off as like fucking kill me. Like this is awful. That's why I can't subscribe to most dubs unless they're like serious. So like,
Well, I mean, what's
like
a
I
good
said,
dub
back in the-
nowadays? Is there even a good dub nowadays that you can actually?
I don't know.
consider?
I haven't watched a dubbed anime in like years.
That's like the most weeb thing to say, Jarron.
I legit, maybe like the past like 5-6 years, I haven't watched a dubbed anime. Unless you want to count playing Persona as watching an anime.
No.
All right, actually, no. Here we go. Persona's a good example.
Is it?
Yeah, because I did watch some of the anime
Okay.
in the dubbed English.
Okay.
Like, you know, you had your female characters obviously, but none of them were overacted. Like they were played to just be them, and it sounded fine. But like when you're in like My Hero Academia, there's a lot of characters that sound weird. Like when I first heard when Jomel showed me what fucking Suyu sounded like in English, I was so disappointed.
Oh
Like it
yeah.
didn't feel it didn't feel good, you know? It didn't feel
Well,
like her.
could you think you can argue that it's more so just adjustment because it's English?
Maybe it's a judgment. Maybe it is because
Because
if
if
I
I want to,
started off watching it in
because
English,
yeah, exactly. Because I think it's more so just like adjusting from the literally a different language to like English. I think they did a relatively good job. Personally, I think they did a fucking phenomenal job with Mineta.
no, I
he's
hate it.
just
I hate that so much. No,
he's just
he's
as annoying
no,
in English, which
no. But see, here they made him sound. They
is
made
it the
him
lisp?
so fucking gross.
Is
Like
it the
the
lisp?
lisp, like he's a gross character. Don't get me wrong, but like he's like
Exactly.
grosser.
I
Like
think they nailed it. They fucking nailed it, Jarron.
he feels so fucking awkward, but that's not the point. He's supposed to be. It's supposed to be funny. It's just weird.
Well, you just think of him as an actual like you feel
Yeah, I
disgusted
took a
when you're.
shit today, so my balls are extra sticky. Like I don't want to fucking hear that in English.
Well, no, Jarron, you're saying you have to say it with the lisp.
Right, I forgot. Fucking, I don't want to fucking hear that.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
So that's part of the thing is like it just.
I think we're. I mean, I don't have any grounding in terms of what I'm about to say next, but I think most dub does better in like serious forms of serious series. Like
Mhm.
like for example, I first watched I watched one of the Berserk movies in English dub.
Mhm.
Um, I personally thought they did a phenomenal job. There, because I mean,
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear exactly what you said.
I watched one of the Berserk movies in English dub.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, one of the movies,
I,
like the good Berserk series, the good Berserk
the
movies.
2D animation, not that fucking blocky bullshit.
I mean, granted, the movies do have some integrated 3D, but that's mostly
Yeah,
for
but
other
that's
shit. But
for yeah.
bullshit. But point is, the English dub for for the movies I did watch, they did a really good job in terms of acting.
Right.
And because they don't I wouldn't say they don't necessarily have to try as hard, but it is
Right.
it is a more serious kind of series, so it does they do a really they did a really good job in terms of like this talking in their monologues or like having serious moments or even like the fucking
Right.
when our homeboy stabbed that little boy, like that was intense,
Mhm.
but it was great. But I think it does depend on on the kind of series you watch, and I feel like
Mhm.
English dub today does a lot better when it comes to a more serious tone
Well,
to
actually,
certain
no.
series.
I'm about to hit you with something. Space Dandy had a fucking great dub.
Okay.
Space, because it's completely goofy, but all the characters are like. See, here's the thing. It only becomes weird when the characters when we try to dub younger characters. That's
Like
or moe
children.
characters. It just they're children and
Oh.
honestly mostly women.
Uh,
Because
yeah.
especially if they're a certain way, they come off really shrill in
Yeah.
sounding.
That's true. Depending on the characters.
But like Space Dandy was perfect in its dub version. Like it, Dandy himself had a nice deep voice. All the female characters sounded realistic instead of being like, oh, fucking that kind of shit.
I mean, I think that's probably where we have to range it at. It's either it has to be super serious like Berserk or like super goofy like Space Dandy.
Well, I just say they had it. It only works with adult characters.
Oh, like just grown up characters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like even watching Pop Team Epic in English just didn't hit the same.
Oh god, you watch it in English? I don't even think the
I
jokes
watched
hit the
some of
same.
it. We watched. Yeah, the jokes were completely different. But like it still didn't feel.
I mean, even the
It didn't hit the same.
even those French episodes sounded better.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the English dub team were obviously allowed to have fun just as much as the Japanese dub team, but I don't know. It just
The training
obvious.
is obviously
Yeah,
different, I guess,
yeah.
since I mean, it is more. I guess it is taken a lot more intensely in Japan, and like I guess everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I think it's mostly in Japan. I don't watch a lot of other Asian voice acted
Mm-hmm.
dialogue.
But then
Um,
here's the thing. Here's the
mhm,
thing. Here's what I don't understand.
right.
Why can we get shit like we get bad dubs for Japanese for anime,
Mm-hmm.
but why does American cartoons just sound perfect? You
I
know,
think I
like
think it.
get
I
some
th-
of the people that fucking voice King of the Hill to voice an anime. Come on, hit me up.
you know what, Orochimaru? I don't.
Just like go with it, like something like that, or like the people that do Steven Universe, they do young characters pretty well. They do
Well, say
fucking
here's a problem.
Gumball, those voice actors.
Here's the thing. What the problem is with that kind of thinking or mentality.
Uh huh.
It's because at least when it comes to anime, the dubbing has to be done post series. Where a lot of these series,
Right.
it's done. It's you're developing with a character while having the show being developed at the same time. It's kind of like dubbing in any other language besides Japanese is an afterthought at this point, and it's more so trying to adapt to what you're given rather than like
Fair.
given the character and the lines what you should be portraying for a character that's being built up live for you. Um,
That's fair. Yeah, I get you.
I mean that's one way of going about it from what I see because from what I've heard and what I've read so far in terms of like just voice acting in general, even in America, especially when they do dubbing
Hmm.
and all that stuff.
Right.
A lot of the dubbing team, including like the writers, have to have to adjust certain certain dialogue to make sense to its audience. Like for example,
Right.
us, our Western audience, they can't be
Right.
saying
Of
the same kind
course.
of jokes or same kind of puns the same way the Japanese do. So they have to reorganize everything as well as having to match the lip movement with the language as being spoken.
Hmm.
So, and if anything, dubbing in any other language besides Japanese at this point is just an afterthought and has to be adjusted for. So it's not like it's not made for any other language besides Japanese, pretty much. And I think
Right.
that's what the
Okay.
problem is. That's why I think that certain other shows does a really good job of it. Even way back when during like the golden age of anime, where
Hmm.
you had like a
Which I guess would be like a good example would be why Avatar, Boondocks, and stuff like that are good.
yeah, exactly. Or even like recent like the older dub shows like I guess DBZ I count as one. Code Geass, Death Note.
Yeah, but like,
Um
but don't those break the rules though? Because those were made dubbed post, weren't
yeah,
they?
they were dub posts, but but the thing is they actually it worked. It did a good job at what they were doing,
But
you
why
know.
can't they do that now?
I to be honest, I just think they don't have the talent. They don't have enough of the talent to really
No,
pull it
there's
off.
talent there. Like there's talent there. Like I hear again, I you hear these characters in these shows. Fucking get anybody from Family Guy. Like fucking Seth MacFarlane is a brilliant voice actor. He voices damn near every character in in the fucking show.
Right.
People from Simpsons, these people like they can tune themselves to sound like a certain way to do what they need to do. But like, why can't we get the same quality of voice acting for anime back then that we do now? I just don't understand, especially for like you said, for shit like Inuyasha, fucking Cowboy Bebop, stuff like that. That was all recorded post. I just don't get it.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is just they're well, from what it seems like, there's not enough time being spent dubbing, like quality of dubbing, because obviously the quality comes from how much time is spent trying to really develop the character and all that stuff. And like I said, the only one other character in today's modern anime does really well is All Might, the voice actor for All Might.
Right.
He does a really
He
good
sounds
job.
like he's legit like.
Yeah, he encompasses the English version of that character, and I
Mhm.
think that's what we need. We just need more I guess more voice actors that really try and
Mhm.
really encompass their character. And I don't know if that's asking for a lot, to be honest. I don't know. I obviously can't say and I can't necessarily demand as much because they probably have their own busy schedules. But if the voice actor for All Might can, I feel like that same level of effort should be put onto um, any other character in any other dub series. You know.
Mhm.
So at this point, I think it's more so just the individual effort um, per voice actor, especially the English ones.
But like, I don't want to say that they're not trying as hard because like
I mean, what
these
else can it be
people
then?
in their like, I don't know. That's just the thing. Like, if I
If it
turned on
because if it's
My
not
Hero Academia right now, I'd be like, this doesn't sound right.
because if it's not the effort, then what is it? Is it the dialogue? Is it the translation? Um, because I mean, granted, it could be a new a myriad of different things like translating certain
Right.
lines into English and
Right.
then um the writing how it's being implemented into the dubbing, like how
Mm-hmm.
certain lines are delivered, this and that. But if I do have to say something, a good like maybe 80 to 70% does come from the ability of the actor themselves. I have to at least admit to that, just because
Yeah.
you can do so much
Like.
behind the scenes, but when it comes to the actual acting, that's where a lot of the performance. That's the whole performance right there. You can have this. You can have like all the. You can have like the shittiest kind of dialogue, or even like the most random dialogue you can have. But if the actor themselves can't really encompass that dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess the quality shows in terms of the actor's ability. Not that I'm
I
saying
guess
I'm
what.
not that I'm saying I'm trying to like dog on any actors, but that's whatever they can pull out. That's usually the best that they can bring out. It may not
Well,
be
I
everyone's taste,
guess.
but it's subjective in certain degrees.
Right. Right. I guess a good example of like. I still don't. I don't know. I still feel weird saying difference in talent, but like Pro ZD,
Yeah.
he had some gigs in anime, and he sounds fucking great. Like,
Well, yeah.
he sounds
Again,
amazing.
that's again an individual talent. I honestly like if the actor themselves can really do what they do want to do to encompass the character, they'll fucking blow you out of the water with their performance and really sell the character for you.
Right.
Give no matter if the fucking dialogue is shitty or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel as though a lot of it does have to depend on the character on the actor and their ability to voice act and such.
Uh-huh. Just I don't know. Maybe I'm just being fucking. Cause
Because I'll say this much, it does have to depend on it does a lot of it does depend on the actor. Like okay, for example, our homeboy, our homeboy fucking All Might, right?
yeah.
Christopher Sabat,
Right. Christopher Spot.
like this is why I say talent. A lot of it comes from the individual talent too. If you look at his
Mm-hmm.
if you look at his character list, he's done damn near every other character in fucking Dragon Ball. Like was it Piccolo, Mr. Popo, Shenlong, Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Piccolo was a great. Oh yeah.
And that's pointing out like an older series, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see what else. Danganronpa.
Oh my god.
He did Mondo from Danganronpa as well. He did a lot of. He did a lot. He did a lot of. He did. He does. He's done a lot of Dragon Ball. A lot of Dragon Ball. Free. No, Fairy Tail. He did Free too, actually. Fairy Tail, Gangsta, Fuka. Nice. High School DxD.
Yeah, he's.
He was D Drag from High School DxD. If you know the character,
Wait, which one?
D Drag.
D
D
Drag. The
D Drag.
dragon?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
he's a dragon, and he did was it if you want and if you even want to go even older, like older, he did Bato from Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, Bato was good. Man, what the fuck? Like
So
that, but where are these people's predecessors? Like who I don't
well, no, that's the thing.
like it can't be like, oh, there's only a handful of people that sound fucking godly. Come on now.
It's gotta be for English wise. It's gotta be the case because Christopher Sabat is a veteran and he knows what he's fucking doing, and
Right.
you can and it has to be this. It has to be said the same way in terms of every other actor. It's the talent is all individual, and again, receiving of it is subjective, obviously. But if it shows, it shows. Obviously, there's no
Uh-huh.
doubt about it, even if it is a subjective take. So honestly, it's just getting the right people for the right job. Have Pro ZD in more roles. I don't shit. If that's what it takes, and just start getting more talented people, more talented individuals.
It's so weird though. Like ah.
I mean, 'cause again, you're asking for a lot, and
I
he
mean,
also did.
am I? I feel like I'm not
No.
though.
We're asking for a lot, but it's sort of the truth of it. It's a lot of individual talent. It's more, and it pays off, especially when it does really well. By the way, he also did
Mhm.
Zoro from One Piece, Christopher.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
And if I want to go even further here,
Mm-hmm.
he did Kazuma from Yu Yu Hakusho.
I was about to say he did not fucking do Kazuo from the English from
He
fucking
he did.
um no from Konosuba.
Oh no. I don't think so. And
But from wait,
that'd be some fucking range if he did. I'll just say that much.
which one's fucking Kazuma?
Kazuma from he's the dude with the light sword from Yu Yu Hakusho, the pompadour dude.
Pompadour man. Yeah, I fucking love him.
So as you can see, the individual talent does show in the fucking roles that these individuals do. So if you're someone that enjoyed the golden age of English voice acting back in the day, then and you do enjoy certain dubs and you want it to be the case, you just need more people that show that much talent back then to do stuff now, like Christopher
Mhm.
Sabat.
Right. God, I remember Kazuo having the fucking goofiest like. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, exactly.
He was the fucking goofiest motherfucker, but I loved it. Oh man.
I think
God, I
that
don't.
might have been his earliest, like one of his early roles back in the day.
And it
Which
was so
again,
good.
exactly. See, it fucking shows. And the most thing we can ask at this point is asking for the current voice actors now to do their best. We can't be
But
demanding
see,
a
that
lot.
sounds shitty. Like that sounds so shitty.
What?
It's
Asking
like,
for
hey, do better, be
I.
better. I mean, obviously, you want to be better because that's the
Yeah.
whole,
I
that's the
mean,
whole name of the game.
think
But
about it.
like,
We can tell them, oh, you can keep doing your best. You'll grow into your craft. I guess. Oh my God, I just realized something. I just found something.
what?
He did fucking Popoko in an episode.
Of course,
Fucking hell.
a fucking course.
He was one of the myriad of voice actors that did Popoko.
I'd be more surprised if like a famous person didn't voice one of the two or somebody in fucking Pop Team Epic.
Right.
Because that
Exactly.
was the whole point, is to every single episode get two new voice actors.
Right, exactly. And both the English and the Japanese. It's just fucking phenomenal.
Right.
So I mean, look at them. Look at this. Christopher's also doing. He's also doing. He also did the one character from Attack on Titan, Kits. That one
It's
crazy dude. That was like
the bald guy.
no. Kids vermin. Here, I'm looking it to you. He was that one dude that went crazy when they first saw Aaron be a Titan.
Oh yeah. I get
Yeah, he
you.
was that. He played that role for Attack on Titan. Again, it has to be based. It has to be dependent on the individual talent. Now again, we can't
Hmm.
be asking. The only thing we can ask for is them to do their best, and
Yeah.
so oh, let's see. He fucking did Isaac from Space Dandy's second season.
Isaac. Oh wait, was Isaac the guy that he was gonna make a band with?
He's a guy with a bow tie, blonde hair.
That's fuck. Do you
Uh,
spell Isaac?
Hold on here. I'll link it to you right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, this
I don't
dude.
know. Like you said, Jomel. I guess because here. I mean, this is why I feel wrong for saying that.
They gotta do better.
Who the fuck they need to do better is because we're not professional fucking voice actors.
No, of course
You
not. We
know,
can't be. We can't be like demanding such things for these people that have damn near trial and error their whole fucking career.
right? Exactly. Like I'm not. I can't come to like as a consumer. I don't fucking know what really goes on. But like, it's undeniable that there's a difference. Like like we went with the more recent stuff like Space Dandy and whatnot. Like they're just it's on a whole nother level to just the regular stuff. I don't know.
He also did Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
Of course, he did Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. Oh my!
He did.
Actually, know what that makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. But like shit like that, like come on, he's from the golden age and he's still rocking it. Ah,
We just gotta find the talent. I mean, at this point,
he voiced
I guess
Yamcha.
yes, he did.
What the fuck?
That's why I say he voiced every other character in fucking Dragon Ball.
God. And you wouldn't even be able to tell ever.
He's got the
He
range.
put the cat.
He's got the fucking range, Jarron. And that's
His
the thing.
dad. Oh man. Go on.
I think I think what should be done here is studios should be looking more into talented individuals.
I mean, they are though. That's the whole thing. Like they have to be.
But
Like
obviously,
it wouldn't
it's
make
not.
sense that they would hire someone that they don't. He voices Vegeta. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just yeah, I said that.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, you did. Why does he voice the monk anyway? Um. Obviously, yes, I do agree, but like, how do you determine who's talented? Like, how do you possibly like say, all right, I need the next fucking Vic Mignogna since apparently whatever he's been ousted. Where are we gonna find this? Where are we gonna find that? Like, we have everyone else. How are we gonna replace that voice? You can't. He's too fucking good. Like fucking a lot of video game characters that I like. Fucking didn't he voice Edward Elric?
yes, he did.
Yeah, he voiced Ed. I absolutely adore his voice, but like, come on, like, you can't. That's like a dime a dozen. You- we can't just form the Power Rangers of the fucking voice acting all the time. Like, and they can't just be. I mean, I guess in terms of Christopher Savat's case, you can be literally every fucking character in the show,
Mm-hmm.
and it still be fucking great. So I guess maybe we need to. What do we need to go back to that and just pay these voice actors exorbitant amount, exorbitant. How do you spell it? How do you say it? Exorbitant.
I think you said.
Exorbitant amounts.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Exorbitant amounts of money to play damn near every other character.
Oh, exorbitant. Yeah.
Exorbitant.
Yeah.
Ex-
That's the word you're looking for.
All right.
Exorbitant.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Exorbitant amounts of money to fucking play every other character. But like,
Mm.
I don't understand why it's like I don't know.
Why it's
And
hard?
don't ever get me started on like female voice acting because it's like
I don't know. If we're going with female, the only other female voice actors that I could possibly think of that I didn't mind.
Mhm.
Um.
the
Well,
Major
no,
from
just
Ghost in the Shell. She was amazing.
oh yeah. Well, there's three then. It's Major, Yoko from Gurren Lagann,
Yeah.
and the one girl from Fully Cooley. I forgot I forgot what her
I
name
get you.
was. I forgot what her name was, but
I don't fucking remember. Well,
I mean,
like
granted,
it's
I haven't seen any dubbed when it came to other female characters for a while.
other than Tsuyu.
Well, other than My Hero, yeah. I mean, in terms of the
Yeah.
My Hero stuff, female wise, oh man, I can't think of anything that I actually
You know
like.
what? You know what? I honestly here's the thing. I'm gonna make
Proclamation or
uh,
what? Or
a proclamation. Yeah, I'm sorry. I woke up. I didn't go to sleep until 5 a.m. yesterday, so
damn. Okay, so just running off of your little to no
I'm
sleep.
little to no sleep right now. Um, fuck. What was I saying? I make a proclamation. I need to. I'm think I'm gonna rewatch the first season of Konosuba in English. I need to watch a couple animes in dubbed. I need to watch a
Yeah,
couple anime
like anything
in English.
like some of the like recent stuff like
Some of the more
the
recent stuff to give a fair judgment because, like I said, I haven't really watched a dubbed anime in years. Like watched it to completion.
that's true. I mean, we could probably start. Let's I may have to do that too, just so I can um give my
All right, let
own
me.
intake here. So what are the rules? What's the earliest what's the earliest
I
season?
want to say
Like 20.
2017 is the
Okay, so
latest.
earliest. Okay, and then what was the earliest? 2012,
Uh,
2013.
no. As in the okay, so the earliest we can go back is 2017.
Oh, go back. Okay.
Yeah, because it has to be the most modern.
I mean,
Because
I don't know.
that's what I want to judge.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I feel like 2012, either 2012 to 2013 upon upward is, I guess that's where I cannot value modern, but I see what you mean though. I see what you're going for here.
Or we could just do whatever's on Toonami that wasn't obviously back in the day. So like Food Wars or um whatever else we said.
Yeah. Well,
For example, watching Shield Hero in English or Promise
well,
Neverland.
well, it's not okay. Well, Promise Neverland was on the Adult Swim side, not Shield Hero,
Right.
unfortunately. Hold on, let me look at that list again. If we want to go with the Adult Swim shows, I guess we can do that. I would be
Mhm.
down to evaluate such things.
Right.
Like, well, yeah. So, do you want to just do all of it then? Like Attack on Titan, Black Clover,
I'm not
Boruto.
watching Black Clover. I'm gonna tell him to say that right now. You know what? Actually, you know what?
What?
Maybe I'll actually enjoy Black Clover if I watch it in English.
You think so? You think there'll be less screaming in
Maybe
that one?
maybe he screams less.
I'll fucking find out
Ah,
then. All right, fine,
whoa, hold
fine.
on, hold
All right,
on.
then we'll do that then. Let's do this then. The show is if you're in agreement with this, the shows that we should then we can just do what, one episode or two episodes.
Uh, what, an English show?
Oh yeah, like a dub
Yeah, but
shit.
you can do the first couple episodes of English show, and if it sounds good enough, Well, I mean, maybe I think that's probably good enough to test it at the very least.
Yeah, give it the three episode chopping block. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
give it a 3 episode chopping block. Let's do everything that's listed on here that we haven't seen already, like in English dub, like Attack on Titan, Black Clover, Boruto.
I kind of expect Boruto to be okay because it has a lot of residual voice actors from Naruto.
It's true. So you want to like skip that one then?
Yeah, I want to skip Boruto because that one's not really fair.
Okay, so Attack on Titan, Black Clover, Fire Force, Food Wars.
I'm actually pretty curious about the Fire Force stuff. Let me see.
You want to do JoJo? JoJo's on here.
No, fuck that. Oh my, you can't beat that. Oh my god.
Gundam. There's both Gundam shows on here.
I'm gonna leave that one to you.
All right, fine. I'll do the both Gundam shows. One Punch Man. It's on here too.
Yeah, I'll watch One Punch Man. Yeah.
You want to do Pop Team Epic again, or does that one
you know, kind of. I kind of want to check it out again.
I mean, that's gonna be an ironic kind of review there.
Right.
Pop Team Epic is not necessarily even a serious show to even compare anything to. It's the whole show itself is a giant meme. So
right.
But Promised Neverland is definitely one I do want to see on here. What else is on here that we haven't seen yet? No, and that's it. Oh no, NCO. NCO.
Oh, Fire Force doesn't look like it has it's subbed on Toonami.
Really?
It doesn't have a
Really?
I'm looking on Crunchyroll right now. It doesn't have a dub.
Really?
Unless maybe it's dubbed somewhere else. Let me see.
That's fascinating.
Force. Oh no, maybe. Yeah, never mind. It is dubbed.
Okay. Well, so the given shows that we've got on the AdultSwim.com site, we'll watch. We'll do our three episode chopping blocks, see how that goes, and actually, we can do that to be next week's topic. You know, our reevaluation of modern day English dub.
Yeah.
Based on today's broadcasting standards. So like.
Yeah, we can
whatever's being broadcasted on Toonami and Adult Swim, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we'll base it off of that. We'll base it off of that, and then we'll give you our fucking results on those observations.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go for a little bit, I do want to kind of have to talk a little bit, rant. That's not really a rant, but I do want to discuss something. As for one of the current series this season.
Mm-hmm.
So John, you're caught up on Arifureta, right?
Yeah. Am I? Let me double check because the last episode the last episode that they left the labyrinth.
Yes, like they're all like they got geared up and everything and they left.
Right. Sorry, spoiler alert.
I mean, let's be honest here. There's not too many, I guess, non-readers that are watching it, from what I know.
Yeah, because it looks like fucking hot ass.
Well, it's not just that. Okay, from what it seems, I don't know what they're gonna do for the next couple of seasons or next couple episodes, but I've noticed a trend here. I'll say this much: CG is ass, but they only do.
That's fucking. It's rough.
They only do the CG though for the big monsters, like the Behemoth, the Hydra, and the skeletons for some fucking reason. But they did everything else.
They didn't do it for the Cyclopses. They were just as big.
Yeah, exactly. They just did.
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. They decided to cut budget, I guess, on the big ass monsters for some fucking reason. But I will say this: there was a good point in terms of the quality of it. As you all know, both Matthias and Martrell, right? So they both watch a show, and they're both newcomers to the series. So they've never read the material. They kind of came in this with no fucking idea or no idea how the story is even, right? No prior knowledge of anything. They actually don't mind the show. They actually love the show, being newcomers and shit, despite the fucking terrible CG. But storytelling wise, and in terms of what's given to them, they actually enjoyed it, and actually, Martrell he enjoyed it so much he actually recommended the show to Matt, that you guys don't know, but another
because it's edgy as fuck. It's super edgy. It is the edgiest shit I've seen in a long time. It's edgy AF, but it fulfills that itch.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. It and what's funny about it, it's definitely self-aware that's edgy, and it's sort of just riding on that fact. So I don't actually mind it because of that fact. But it kind of goes to show that a lot of the complaints that you hear, from what I've seen, I don't like reading the comments and shit in general, because everyone's
all saying that it looks like hot ass.
Everyone's a critic. Well, it's not
It
just that.
looks like
The
a
only
hot ass.
all. I mean, is that stopping? But John, is that stopping you from continuing to watch the
It's
show?
it's not because I like how edgy he is. I love it. Like it fuels me every time he's like. Every time he's like, oh,
Um.
I'm gonna get home no matter who's in my way. He's like, give me the
Oh my
razor blade,
god.
boys. Here we
You know,
go.
you don't want me to tell you the fucking. Do you know how he gets two revolvers? Do you want me to tell you the name? Like you already know one name of his revolver. Do you want to know the other name?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
using
it's fucking.
he's using German names to like name all of his shit now.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
he's got
he's super fucking edgy.
because his one revolver is called Donner, and then the other
Uh-huh.
revolver it's called
Right.
Schlag.
Oh my
Donner and
god.
Schlag, and then you got
That
your
makes
rail,
me want to die.
and then you have the fucking railgun, the Schlagen. Schlagen is his railgun's name. And you don't want to know, John. You don't want to know what he fucking calls his eye under his eye patch, or do
No.
you? Do you want to
No.
know? Do you want to
No.
fucking know?
No. Yes, please.
He calls it his demon eye.
Slice, slice, slice. This is a veggie shit, boy. I can't fucking do it. Oh yes, but see, it fuels me. It fuels me because like fucking. I'm looking back at my hoodie wearing ass. I'm like, yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog, the fucking,
And you know
back
what's
back in my day, it just fuels me. Like, ugh.
honestly, and you know what's funny about this whole thing? The author is so. I mean, for one thing, the author she's a Chuny fan. Like she likes the idea of the Chuny aesthetic. Like when she first posted the novel on like the web novel onto like the site, her fucking
Uh,
username was it Chuny Lover or something? It was Chuny something. Chuny had was in her fucking username when she uploaded the story on that website way back
the
when.
fucking course, fucking
So
course.
it just bleeds Chuny and Edge just because the fucking author she loves that aesthetic. And it's
Also, for
fucking
people
great.
that are like, oh, this is just more lolly bait anime. Again, a woman wrote it.
Yes.
Think about that.
I guess.
You
Yeah,
just let that
exactly.
marinate.
See, even she has fantasies of such things. But
Yes, if that's what you want to call it.
I mean, I do want to say one thing. So despite the bad CG, the terrible
Mm-hmm.
CG, I'll be more frank about it.
Hot ass.
But the thing is though, they still put the effort in animating the fight scenes, which was an interesting thing that Matthias actually brought up because he said that
Mm-hmm.
when he was watching it and I asked him about it in general, he said he actually liked the fact that despite the bad CG, he actually liked that they still animated the fight scenes. They didn't do like the lazy, kind of like it was like a what do you
The
call it?
jump
It's like
cut fights.
yeah, exactly. They're not jump cut fights. They don't jump into stills that have little to no motion into the fight scenes. They actually went in ahead and fully animated the terrible CG Hydra and the other 2D characters in the fight
Right.
scenes.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Now,
There's
you want to
still
know
some
what
little
show
bit of
that
effort.
does do that? What?
What do you mean? That does the jump
I was
cuts?
gonna say like, oh, that does the jump cuts and it just looks really bad.
Oh, which one?
Like worse than Alpharetta.
Really?
It's fucking Mouse Summer retry. Like holy shit.
Oh, I have not caught up with that, but really?
It's rough. Like it's jump cut central.
Ah, man. And that's supposed to be a
It's
promising isekai series.
no. I mean, it's kind of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it because the characters are interesting.
Right.
But it's like
There's no action.
it's fucking.
There's no viable action into it, in it.
No, not really. I mean, every so often, but even when it's every so often, it doesn't look great. But again, I enjoy the story. I enjoy the characters and stuff.
And another thing I do want to say too, Lo, like even because it kind of piggies back on the whole like aesthetics and even like the way they do things. Even though that aesthetically is not the most pleasing, it's still compelling enough for me to keep watching. For example, because do you know what another series is, Jarron? Like a pretty recent series that has good character design, like really good character design. Some of their shit that they designed is also really good, but was not implemented really well and got boring.
What?
Fairy Gone.
Yeah.
Like monster designs, phenomenal. The character designs, great. The way they executed everything, not terrible. Like,
Yeah, no, it was rough. I said it before, but I like to compare Fairy Gone to the Sacred Beast anime that's out this season.
mm,
Fairy Gone had everything going for it. Granted, again, I didn't necessarily like the CG, but the CG fairies moved well enough to be entertaining, you know?
mm,
But it just seems like whoever directed that just did not know how to do fight scenes.
yeah, exactly.
Did
And
not feel good.
it shows,
Hmm.
and it also shows that if you have like good models, if you don't know how to use the models, it's not gonna
Right.
look good at all. So, for the most part, I'm okay with the fucking PS2 graphic Hydra given to us in the latest hour for the last
PS2, that's
episode.
generous, Jomel. That's real generous.
Is it really?
That's PlayStation 1. That's fucking
We're talking about fucking Counter Strike levels of graphics here,
yeah,
like from way back
that's
when.
it's fucking bad, dude. Like when the behemoth just it looks like clay. It literally looks like just Play-Doh. Like so you know how you make 3D models and fucking like for example Unity.
Right.
You
Like
pretty
on
much start
texture.
out with like a texture, like a textured ball essentially. You like carve whittle it down until it looks like what you want it to look like. It looks
Right.
like they just stopped once they got a vague idea of what it was.
And then just gave it a color and then kind of slapped it on the anime.
Right, like the behemoth is just the grossest looking shit I've ever seen.
Well,
The
good thing it's
Hydra
dead
wasn't
now.
bad,
It
right?
wasn't too
Thank
bad.
fucking Christ. It wasn't too bad. It was still really stiff, but like
Hmm.
I kind of expect that. But it didn't look though. It wasn't the worst thing. The
No.
behemoth was literally the worst CG I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'll say this much too in terms of comparing Aroferet. If I want to talk from a purist standpoint, I guess since
Hmm.
I have the qualifications, since I've actually read the novels at this point.
Hmm.
Um, so what we have so far, everything from episode 1 to episode 5 is the entirety of volume 1 of the
Hmm.
novel series.
Right.
If I were to compare, which I normally don't like to, because obviously there's different mediums. You can't put everything in a book into a 20
Right. Right.
minutes
Right. Right. It's
episode.
completely different. Right.
They do a really good job in terms of volume 1. Just volume 1. Volume 1 was executed really well. Even
Hmm.
when even though one half of the fourth episode when they cut back, no, yeah, one half to the fourth episode when they cut back to his classmates
Hmm.
and showed their progress into the dungeon. That actually that happened in the book. If anything, that was one whole chapter in the fucking novel. And I did see a
Hmm.
lot of people complaining that the pacing was weird, even though the pacing for that in the novel was exactly the same. Executed just differently. Well, executed more shortly, because that was a whole chapter in the book. Like we had good 3 to 4 chapters of our boy Hajime being edgy and shit, and then we have one whole
Hmm.
chapter of the other party doing their random shit, and that was just like a cut into the main story.
Right.
And people were complaining about like, oh, the pacing of this is so fucking weird. The novel is so much better. Like the novel did the exact same thing. If anything, it gave you more of a sidetrack if you were to read the
Hmm.
book. And other thing is too, they even though it's not stated and it's not heavily informed in the anime, a lot of the small details from the novel does get implemented into the anime, and which actually
Hmm.
the manga did not actually implement. Well, like you can't necessarily implement it in the manga itself either.
Hmm.
Um, one example is that so latest episode 5 of Arifureta, you had the entire episode was pretty much Hajime and Yue doing their whole exploration of the was it of or Oscar's cave, and actually exploring it and actually kind of giving them their like little montage of upgrading their shit, right? Now in
Hmm.
the now if you want to compare to the manga that was only one fucking page. It was maybe
Wow.
1 to 2 pages at most,
Hmm.
because it just jumped to like explanation. Like, it just jumped to exposition to like, oh, so here's a rundown. We found this. Turns out this is the truth. Here's that. Now we're about to fucking leave. It was just like maybe 2 pages at most in terms of the manga. The episode like the light novel, it actually kind of delved in as to what they did in the what they did in the in the cave, like
Mm-hmm.
getting his gear together, getting his demon eye installed in his head, him giving Yue the ring and the earrings, because
Right,
that
right, right,
I mean those details are. Those details weren't necessarily explored because it was all in montage. I mean, for example, the ring example that he gave Yue, that was what was left of the fucking Ambroso, like
right. Mm-hmm.
that big basketball jewel that he found when he was in that little cave. That was all was left of the fucking jewel, so he turned into a ring and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that the anime actually went through the effort of actually animating through all that, I found it to be really nice. You get to
Right,
see our characters kind of like gear up for the next expedition.
right.
And granted though, this is also like the best implementation of it because it was actually brought out. It was actually thoroughly fleshed out on like the manga. If you want to thoroughly
Mm-hmm.
fleshed out even more, at that point it'd be kind of a slightly etchy episode, just because in the novel it did state a lot that they had a lot of intimacy during that time when they were in the
Yeah.
cave.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I when they first when when in the anime when they first like she first approached him sexually, I fully assumed they had sex right then and there.
Yeah, they did, and not just that. That was one of multiple times that they had their moments
Right.
because they really they didn't need to like have any kind of defense up because that entire area was safe. So
Right. When why I hazard a I honestly was confused as to why he was so like being a little bitch about it when she was getting to the hot spring.
well, he's still a high schooler. Given his
Fuck
how much
him.
given how much edge he's had, he's still a shy high schooler. Jerome.
Yeah, I guess, but like it's already happened. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll say this much now. He becomes a lot more braver. Oh no, a lot more forward nowadays after that event. So he's become
Mm-hmm.
more. I wouldn't say he becomes more edgy. He just becomes much more open to such things now. And especially since the
Mm-hmm.
next episode we're gonna get an introduction to our voluptuous bunny girl as well. So
Yes.
that's where we're gonna see that development. And
Yes.
and I guess not to spoil too much, especially for you, Jaron. Um,
Uh-huh.
when I read that, well, then the entire second novel is gonna be about that's her story and all that stuff.
Okay.
She has a great resemblance. Well, in terms of character wise, she resembles a lot to Aqua from Konosuba.
Oh, is she useless?
Well, it's like what the next episode title says, "Worthless
Uh-huh.
Rabbit." So,
Ah, fair enough.
but she's like, and I mean, I'll say this much: she carries a fucking battle hammer and on the cover of
Uh-huh.
of volume 2, so you can
Uh-huh.
have an idea of how her race works in terms of the Beastmen. So, but other than that, other small details that the anime did pull off that the light novel did do
Mm-hmm.
and the manga did not do were the colors
Mm-hmm.
of the Hydra. I don't know. I know that's a really bad. That's a really weird thing to
Okay,
point
you
out.
can't fucking put. That's not fair.
No, I'm being serious because it was
That's
confusing.
not fair. You can't a black and white
No,
fucking
oh,
comic trying to depict the
ex-
colors of the Hydra. That's not fair.
it. I did it much better in the fucking novel. I'll say that much.
Well, yeah, because it can literally say, "Oh yeah, it's fucking red." I mean, I guess it could say that in the manga, but
You can't tell which one's which. They're all blacked out.
well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's a manga's a combination of both obviously pictured media, and literature media.
Right.
When it's explained, I should have been explained in the manga, sure. Um, actually, never mind. There's no excuse. Because it's only they had to describe everything that's going on in the light novel so for you to understand. So that's why it says red, green, whatever.
Yeah, it's very
They should have
descriptive.
explained in the manga, saying that put in a line somewhere that said yeah, red, green, blah blah blah, whatever, and then obviously we could just see it in the anime. It didn't have to explain anything.
Yeah, exactly. He just kind of did its thing because different colors did different things, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
I found those details to be like good. Like again, when I read the manga and watching the anime, I found it to be quite enjoyable because like they actually did a lot of this shit anime wise that they said in the fucking novel. So I found it to be a good joy. Even the whole pacing argument. I'll say this much: the pacing is exactly the same as the fucking novel. If anything, whenever there's changes in the novel, it's a whole chapter. So if anything, the pacing, depending on where what your mood is for like books and shit,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's definitely a different kind of like pacing feeling, especially if you're reading a whole chapter that has nothing to do with your main character versus
Mm-hmm.
like what maybe a 2 to 3 minute scene from one episode.
Right.
So I honestly don't know what the complaint is. I think it's because that they didn't get exactly what they got, which I don't know what could that be since there's no other material besides a manga as a reference point visually. I mean, I'll say this much too: the manga did have the better art, the better design, the better kind of like monster designs, for example,
Yeah.
in
No
terms of
shit.
comparisons.
Yeah.
Like even the Hydra looked pretty cool. It wasn't like, but then again, even the design of the Hydra in the anime was descriptively more accurate that the light novel did give. Like it did say it had a description where like the Hydra had like was it cobra like heads. And I found that
Yeah.
to be a weird ass detail, but then when they actually did it in the anime, I was like, oh, they actually kind of. I feel like someone
Yeah.
actually read the
It's
book and they designed it based off of the descriptions off the light novel. So from what it seemed like, the anime is an adaptation of the light novel, not the manga.
mm-hmm.
So, which I find interesting because like even like that weird ass detail that the yellow one opened up its fucking head like a cobra to defend the white one, and it did in the anime. I'm like, okay, they actually put that in there, and all of them looked exactly what the light novel described them to be. And the fact is that, or it's not. I don't even. It's not a fact. What it seemed like, and from what it looks like, from what Arifureta has given us in terms of anime,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the director themselves the director and people working on it have actually read the series or have actually read the books, and they're
Mm-hmm.
implementing it in the best form way with a limited amount of I guess time and
Right.
also animation space to like animate certain things in 20-minute segments.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I'm not trying to say that it's the best series out there or anything. It's a good isekai series if you like the edge. If anything, if it didn't have its edginess, I probably would have dropped the show. To be honest, like our edgy
Yeah,
main
because
character is
I
probably the
it,
only thing that keeps us that kept me from watching because I do want to see the reunion of him and his
mm-hmm.
classmates eventually.
Which
Um,
will happen eventually. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
no, from definitely from what it seems like, the way it's pacing out.
Mm-hmm.
If the first 5 episodes are volume one, I'm guessing then the next four will be volume two, and then the next four after that will be volume three, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where it'll end. Because the opening shows Tio, which is the lady in the black kimono. She's
Mm-hmm.
from volume three. So, and volume three is the reunion arc, from what the writer
Gotcha.
says. So we're definitely gonna get the reunion eventually. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
I said, the character they did a good job in terms of, they did a good job at representing the character Hajime in the anime,
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
translating it from the light novel. You're about to say something, weren't you, John? I'm sorry I cut you off
I
there.
I don't fucking remember.
It has something to do
Like
with
whatever thought that was is gone.
the edginess of the show kept you watching.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Yeah. So that's pretty much. So obviously we have 6 billion isekai animes out right now,
Mm-hmm.
and we've had so over the last like 2 years or so.
Right.
Um,
Actually, no,
it's
no,
unique in its edginess.
yeah. It's if anything,
It's like obviously
it's like a cousin of like what
what
Shield Heroes.
right. It's like yeah, it's definitely a cousin because like obviously you can our previous isekai heroes are kind of edgy in the like
Like lonely
not
shit.
edgy in the Mary Sue kind of way.
Okay, like just, there's OP, and then there are like
Yeah,
alone because of that ish
yeah,
idea.
yeah, yeah. So that's the difference is that these guys struggle a little bit. I mean, obviously, that's I mean, it's not like oh struggle like with fucking Subaru from ReZero.
Right.
But like they got broken, so yeah, they got emotionally broken, so they retaliated
Mm-hmm.
emotionally and are have become edgy. So they have a good reason for their edgy without just being edgy to be edgy.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean, even if you want to call that reason like bullshit, but still, it makes it interesting to follow a solemn character.
and just that it's also kind of wanting to see how much they develop, whether they go even further
Mm-hmm.
down or they get better in a sense,
Right.
but in their new form, in a sense. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, how do they make themselves accustomed to who they are now, but not not go deeper into the darkness of their heart? I guess
Mm-hmm.
most
Right.
poetic way of saying it that way.
Right.
Um, but again, this is to all the people, to all the purists out there that are complaining. I myself, since I feel like I have the ability here to say that I am a purist as well, since I've read the novel, or at least I've read the first two novels, and in terms of what I've seen so far and compared to what I've read, I've also like read the manga as well. Um, I think they've done a good job so far. That's just me. Again, this is completely in my own opinion. As you all know, John and I are wannabe boos, and I
Mm-hmm.
we do our very best to just if we enjoy something, we'll watch it. Right? That's pretty much how
Right.
it goes. I don't have any authority to like say someone, hey, don't watch it because it's shit. If anything, if for anyone out there that wants, I mean, I recommend series out there that people that enjoy. I would still recommend Arufureta. Hell, you know what? I'll even recommend Photokano, the anime that I hate dearly.
I
But if
don't
you
recommend Photokano.
if you enjoy, if you enjoy your standard, I guess it's pretty standard, like ecchi, almost visual novel esque, kind of setup, and you like photography, Photokano is your fucking game. I hate it, but if you enjoy it, I'm not gonna judge you for it.
Oh, here's
Uh,
the thing. Photokano's fucking weird though.
it is. It's
Like it
fucking weird.
feels weird.
My point is, going back to Arufureta, I still recommend
Mm-hmm.
Arufureta to anyone out there that wants a different edgy isekai that's not Shield Hero.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, sure, don't watch it. I mean, I am still confused as to why people watch it and they continue to watch it and then complain about it in the comments. And when they're like five
I'm
episodes
more
in, and I'm like,
I'm honestly more confused about like why people keep complaining that there's so many shitty isekais out. Like, yeah,
yeah,
they're kind of shitty, but like, chill out. What do you expect here?
yeah, exactly. I mean, we're about to get more as well. Like, you know
Right.
what, John? You know what else I found out in was it winter 2020, the next season.
Mm-hmm.
The other isekai series that I'm reading right now. Didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? That's becoming
Yeah,
anime,
yeah, yeah.
and I can't fucking wait. That's gonna be another isekai series, but another one that I will enjoy. But point is, for this Arufureta rant, if you don't like it, you just don't watch it. I mean, I guess that's been like, isn't that like the standard argument? It's
Yeah.
no. People complain that's a dismissive argument, and it's not providing any real commentary or real discussion in the matter. Because what is it?
I mean, yeah, but you're not. Oh, actually, no. Joe. There.
What's that?
So, so that one is coming out, but I saw a preview for another one, Isekai.
What is it?
So, there is an Isekai where a masked wrestler gets fucking Isekai'd, and he's fucking drop kicking orcs, and I love it.
Wait, what?
I can't fucking wait. I
When is that
can't
coming out?
fucking wait. It's coming out October 2nd.
Oh, it's a fall series. Oh shit.
It's a fall series. Here, I'll link it to you,
Oh my god.
Jamal. I'll also post it onto the Facebook page. But this,
Okay.
when I first, I just kind of randomly stumbled across
Like the preview for it.
the preview for it on Facebook. Actually, well, here, let me.
Hatage Kimono Michi.
Yeah, it's dude.
I'm gonna have to watch it later when we're not recording, but that sounds fucking phenomenal.
I can't fucking wait. I love that they're just pulling shit out of their ass. Like,
Oh my
fucking
god, what is
MILF
this?
anime, fucking
Oh my.
pro wrestling, fucking. It's amazing.
What's the
It's
English title? There's no
amazing.
English title. Hatage Kimono Michi. It looks great. Like just by the
I
poster,
know.
it looks good. Oh my
I
god.
know. I can't fucking wait. This is gonna be amazing. He's drop kicking orcs. It's amazing.
Wow.
He's suplexing. I remember I saw like a thing in the preview. He's fucking suplexing the princess. I'm like, please, please, like I need this in my life.
Okay. Well, leaving you off on this thought for you listeners out there. Going back to the whole thing.
Bottom
Anime
line
was
is stop bitching.
well, yeah. I was gonna say anime is fun. We should all have fun with it, right?
Right.
I
We
mean,
can
even
criticize it,
right.
but criticize it. Don't just say, "Oh, another shitty isekai series." If you're
Yeah.
talking about saying, "Hey, don't watch it if you don't like it," dismissive. That's dismissive in itself. Just saying, "Oh, it's isekai, so it's bad." Like, no.
Yeah. I mean, I remember. I know we talked about it some time ago, but like, I know there was a tweet out there some time ago. Um, I think I'll call. I guess I'll call him out on it. We're not big enough to
Mm-hmm.
get a response back, but I'll call him out on it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Mother's Basement? Um,
Okay.
not a biggest fan of Mother's Basement as an AniTuber. He's gotten
Uh
much
huh.
more. He's gotten much more. Well, I think was agreeable as of late. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he was one of the people. He was one of those people that was on top of the notion that Goblin Slayer is enabling rape culture. But
It's not. It's literally just to fucking show you how shitty the fucking goblins are. That's the whole point. That's literally like it's yes, they do the worst absolute dog shit thing because anyone can die in an anime. People die in an anime fucking left or right. No one gives a shit. Literally, no one cares anymore. Like, what do you want?
but
Ah.
like, I remember he put out a tweet one time. It was like, saying like having an argument saying that if you don't like it, don't watch it is dismissive. And what did he say? What else did he say? He also said that we are accepting mediocrity. Like it's a slow acceptance of mediocrity. So we, if anything, calling out the bad shows and having people not watch them is a call out saying as a call out to asking for more better quality series.
No.
But that sounds so entitled just by
Wait,
that.
what do you wait? It's calling it out. What's the point?
Like
If you don't
I
watch
don't
it, that's hitting their fucking that. If you want to tell someone that you don't like something, is you don't buy their product. Enough people do that. We're like, oh shit, people aren't buying our product. I fucking wonder why.
mm,
Then they'll fucking fix it. They'll figure it out. That's the whole thing. If you don't like something, stop what literally stop consuming it. Like that's the only way. No one gives a shit about you complaining about it.
pretty much.
Literally could not give a damn unless you are a big name somebody. They won't give a goddamn fuck what you say about it.
Yeah. And I don't. Again, we're not big enough for him to ever have a response, but I'm sort of calling him out just because he's sort of annoying on Twitter most of the time.
Yeah.
Like any other
Well,
degenerate on Twitter.
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like we should just have fun with anime as we should. You know, if you don't
Yeah.
like it, don't. I don't. As dismissive as it may sound, if you don't like it, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
It's not. Are you gonna be offended that we're watching it? If we're watching something you don't like the fact that we're watching, I think that's a personal problem that you have, more so than anything else.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to the one meme I kept seeing with like these people like watching something and the one dude in the back is like, "Stop having fun."
Right.
You know the one meme I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. 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 I enjoy
Like,
that one.
don't be that guy. If anything, you can do your own thing and just be happy with it. You don't gotta drag everyone else into your edge show or
Right.
edginess. You know, like if you want to talk about that Goblin Slayer is promoting rape culture or Shield Hero is promoting misogyny, go ahead in your corner and do that. Don't try to bring that shit with us because we're not gonna take you seriously.
Promoting misogyny. Fucking God.
Because apparently false rape allegations are not a thing, and that's
Yeah,
harmful.
They never ever happen.
And that's harmful to the narrative, Jarron. So that's bad.
Right.
So Shield Hero is a bad anime because of that. So cancel Shield Hero, right? That's what cancel culture is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, fuck you. We're having fun here. So that's all. That's it. That's all I got. Um.
What we should be more worried about is this furry ass anime coming out next season.
Oh yeah. What was it called? What is?
Beastars.
Yeah. I was about. I was. You know. I wanted to wait till we did our preview for that, but I did want to ask you about that, John. How do you feel?
I'm
Full.
upset.
We're getting a full-on furry series, Duran,
It's a full on fur series.
and it's
Now,
your fault.
granted,
It's
the
your fault,
animation
Duran.
looks amazing for it. Because it's like it does the partial 3D, partial 2D thing, but
And it
it
blends it
does
all
it
together.
well.
Mm.
Yeah, but like it's
know,
still
Jaron,
bad because furries.
it's your fault. That's why.
You're right.
Space of Oman. It looks really good. You know the furries are gonna be all up in this.
They are, and I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna love it because it's gonna tell a good story.
See, Jaron, they're one way or another they're gonna at least get you to accept them in one way or another.
Actually, no, I lied. It's all CG.
Oh, is it? Is it good CG though?
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's not even like the acceptable anthropomorphism. It's literally I have a human body and a fucking animal head.
I mean, that's pretty.
There's no blending. There's just
I mean, isn't that relatively anthropomorphic?
yeah, actually,
Like,
yeah.
Like that's a minimum amount of. That's a minimum amount you would need to have a title of anthropomorphic features. No.
Yeah, it's still fucking.
Yeah, no, it says here. It says here in the synopsis: in a world populated by anthropomorphic animals, herbivores and carnivores coexist with each other. For the adolescents of Cherry Town Academy, school life is filled with hope, romance, distrust, and uneasiness. The main character is Rigoshi the Wolf, a member of the drama club. Despite his menacing appearance, he has a very gentle heart. Always one of those cool but gentle kind of characters you're on.
Yeah.
Throughout most of his life, he has always been an object of fear and hatred by other animals, and he's quite accustomed to that lifestyle. But soon he finds himself becoming more involved with his fellow classmates who have their own share of insecurities, and finds his school life, or finds his life in school changing slowly. Come on, Dra. This is Clannad Furry Edition.
This is Clannad meets fucking Zootopia.
Guys, main character, drama club. It's all you need now is a fucking dango, and you're in. You're fucking in.
I'm upset, but I'm gonna watch it because I know it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. So the orange, they do a lot of good stuff too. So no doubt about it.
Wait, that's my orange?
Yeah. Why?
That's why the fucking CG doesn't look bad. They did Land of the Lustrous.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. Well, there we go, Jarron.
Well, I guess now I have to fucking watch it. God damn it.
You've got the expectations of Land Illustrious behind their belt. Or underneath their belt.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. But I have to now. God damn it.
This fall is going to be real interesting. We got wrestling isekais and furries.
Honestly, like...
It's going to be a great season.
It is, but like, here's a funny thing about next season.
Right?
Nothing particularly sticks out to me.
Oh, it's one of those kind of seasons. Yeah.
It's a low season. Like we got 4 seasons of Boku no Hero.
Well, yeah, we have Boku no Hero. Yeah, that's it. Like if anything,
yeah, that's
the first
that's
3 here.
That's literally it.
No, that's the first 3 here. SAO, Boku no Hero, and Shokugeki no Soma.
No one gives a shit about fucking SAO. Fuck, shut up.
Hey, fuck you. How about Food Wars? At the very least, Food Wars.
All right, yeah, sure. Food Wars and that. Food Wars is good. Psychopaths.
Yeah, Psychopaths 3.
But I'm like,
but
compared to like this season, where it's like banger.
And how about Fate Grand Order Babylonia?
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about Fate Grand Order.
I want my Mana Semen, Jaron.
Don't tell.
Mana Semen is coming back this season.
Unless Passion Lip is in this season, I don't give a shit.
Let me actually check on that real quick.
Probably don't not. Give up. Yeah, exactly.
Let's hold on. Wait.
Nope.
Looking at the characters right now.
Nope.
We get Da Vinci as a woman.
Okay. Anyway, the main reason why I want to talk about it is because it looks like everything else is looking pretty good. Why is Fairy Gone already getting a season 2? What are you doing? Oh my god. Anyway.
Is it more boring? Is it more boring shit than Fairy Gone?
I don't know. I don't know.
It is getting a second season. Why?
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
I'm interested in Assassin's Pride.
Oh yeah.
Beastars. The anime you told me about, and my fucking Master Wrestling Chan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking ready. Oh, there's a movie for How to Raise a Boy and Girlfriend coming out.
Oh, nice.
The live action for Lupin the Third coming out.
There's a second season. Yeah. There's a second season of the if you lift your skirt up and look at me with a dirty face. Shit.
What? No, there's fucking.
Was it? I want you to make a disgusted face and show me your panty. Show me your underwear too.
I hate this.
What's coming out next season?
I hate. That's it. That's all I hate. I don't understand. Why do you want to be treated like a creep? I don't get it.
That's S&M play right there, Jarron. Don't you know?
I'm most excited for this anime that's coming out.
Which one?
I want you to read it once you see it.
Once you link it. Oh my god. What am I looking at? In our world, hold on. Let me fucking. I'm popping. Oh, is this a hentai?
No.
Is this wait? What? This is not a hentai?
Nope.
In our world, the human race constantly debates about several important issues, such as which girl is the best, how good is something is fapping material, which fetish is the sexiest. Accompany these great warriors as they present us with different girls, different options, different boners, and show us that the fantasy world may not all be that different from ours.
Yeah, boy.
Winter 2020. Holy shit.
I'm fucking ready, dude.
Oh my. This is an actual series.
Yep.
Wow.
God, it's almost 2020.
You know what that means? Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics.
Yeah, here we go.
I hope
fucking go. I'll be 26.
Yeah, that means your insurance is gonna be done. You need some life insurance after that. Or no, not like health insurance. Health insurance. Grown up shit. Adulting. Wow, we've been going on for a little bit here. It's been 2 hours. It's been a while since we did a 2 hour. What is it? The Joe Rogan podcast? Hey.
We didn't even have a topic. We were just talking.
Hey, every Joe Rogan podcast is like 3 hours long, and all they do is talk. He's doing.
That's true.
By the way, hey Joe Rogan, mind us getting on your show? We would love to talk to you about anime and such.
Yeah, this is your MMA fighter ass. You want to talk about anime?
I mean, he's also a comedian, so you know he talks to different people about different shit. I mean, if anything, Jarron, we should introduce Joe Rogan to fucking hentai culture, and like really delve into that shit. Tags, Nakadashi, ugly bastard. Let's get him on this shit. And I don't know, maybe we might have a new fan of of our culture.
I guess.
So
I mean,
hey Joe, if you're listening,
well, I get you.
Probably not listening. For those who listen that knows Joe,
Lewis, this is on you. You commented. You have to connect us to Joe Rogan.
Yes, Lewis, please send us to Joe Rogan, and we'll do something for you. I guess if you know Joe Rogan.
If he replies in any way, and it's positive.
Jarron, you're getting your
I
first
don't fucking know.
You're gonna be going to LA with me to go to fucking Joe Rogan, just to be a guest on the show.
Dude, that would freak me the hell out. Like, yeah, Joe Rogan wants to go see you. Like, what?
Yeah, like Jarron.
What?
We both got an invite to go on Joe Rogan's podcast as guests. We need you in LA right now. I'm not doing that by myself. I'm gonna need you there.
I wouldn't make you do that by yourself. I'm like, I guess I'm fucking going to LA.
Right? So Joe, we're out here. We got 2,000 downloads. I think we're pretty legit, right? So
Yeah.
we're on the same platform, Apple Podcasts. So we're part of the same group, same community. So
Right.
let's
Exact
connect.
same community.
Exactly. Let's connect. Let's talk about hentai and shit. Maybe we'll walk away with something that we can all enjoy together. I don't know. We'll watch hentai together or something. You know what? Let's watch some hentai together before the show.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we discuss about it. Like, let's watch Boku no Pico, and then we'll go from there.
Oh. Yep.
Okay, no, maybe not. Maybe like what's that one? No, Rants. We can watch Rants. Rants is good. Or if you want to be like really, really weird and
No,
like,
of tentacles and witches.
You know what? Icon. Just go with Icon. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll watch Icon.
But we've been going on for quite a while, like 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
It's been a lot since we've done these long ass podcasts. But then again, we only do it because we ramble, and we ramble a lot. I guess seeing how much time it's like 2 fucking a.m. And we both got. Oh, I got work tomorrow. I don't know what you've got tomorrow going on.
I've got work tomorrow as well.
Shit. All right. Well, let's end it off here since it's quite late. Lots of shit to do this week. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. We already have reached over 2,000 total downloads. We can't thank you guys enough for being out there. Our little one, a Beaboo cast, was supporting us in the background and downloading us as usual every week or every other week, from what it seems like. As always, my name is Jomel Socorro.
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Matane.